Springs, Arizona. This is a young lady who's representing the Diné Nation. This is Shanoa Jones, contestant number 18. Shanoa, your question is, what is significant about your traditional clothing?
That's a really good question. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you judges for being here. I think one of the most important part of my outfit is our sash belt. It's called Sitlachi in Navajo, and it represents our blood flow as females, and only females are supposed to wear this. So it represents our blood flow. So you can see it's on my stomach, and so it protects us for future generations, and that way we can have a good birth for our future children. But also you can see the designs also represents our mountains, our hills, and also it represents our galaxy. And so that's a really big part of the traditional outfit that I'm wearing. Thank you guys for being here, and I hope you guys have fun at gatherings, be safe, and drink lots of water.
Thank you, contestant number 18. From Red Rock Springs, Arizona, Shanoa Jones. And she's Diné. Yeah. Okay, I am too. Anyway. Okay, our next contestant comes to us from Markleeville, California. She represents the Washo tribe, the Shoshone-Bannock tribes, and Oglala Lakota. Now, you know I've said that about a zillion times, and I have to mess it up now. But she's representing the Washo tribe, the Shoshone-Bannock tribes, and Oglala Lakota Sioux. This is Marisa Two Eagle, contestant number 19. Okay, Marisa, your question is, who has been a significant influence in your tribe and why? That's either presently or historically.
Angamaheji, digam digalei dihango ongowi. Hello everyone, how are you doing? And historically, who inspired me would be, I wouldn't say a person, I would say my Washo elders. Because right now, we are revitalizing our languages. And they learned that from their elders, and they brought that down to us. So we're sharing that to revitalize our language for our future generations to come. And that starts with us. Malibi Gabigi, I will see you all later.
Thank you. That was contestant number 19 from Markleeville, California, Marisa Two Eagle, contestant number 19. Okay, our next contestant comes to us from Desautels, Washington, representing the Colville Confederated Tribes and the Spokane Tribe. This is contestant number 20, Joy Abrahamson. Joy, your question is, what is significant about your traditional clothing?
Why stimas usin chai squishin mugs. Hello, all my friends and relatives. Again, my name is Joy Abrahamson, contestant number 20. Something significant about our traditional clothing is we use every part of the animal that we harvest so that we can honor their spirit and the way that they gave up their life to help us. One thing that we do is tan the hide of the animals. Specifically in my area, the Columbia, Pacific Northwest region, we tan elk, deer, and hide, and this helps honor the animal. White, lim, lim, thank you.
Thank you. That was contestant number 20 from Desautels, Washington, Joy Abrahamson. And I urge you tonight, to see the dance competition. And it's very unique because what we do is we have a powwow song sung, but the girls can dance any way they would like from their own tribe, and you will see them express themselves to the music tonight. So come on by after grand entry. Our next contestant is from Oneida Nation, Wisconsin, representing the Oneida Nation of Wisconsin. This is contestant number 21, Kaylee Schuyler. Okay, Kaylee, your question is, what is a food, beverage, or plant that is from your tribe or reservation, and why is it significant?
Well, Sagali Sagoik, I just would like to introduce myself. Gatilio is my name, and my English name is Kaylee Schuyler. The significant food that is regions where we are is what we like to go harvest is our white corn. And so we make this into what we call ganastoha, which is cornbread, or we also make it into a corn mush, and it's almost like a consistency of an oatmeal. We use different products too. It's also, we put berries inside, and we also use it for our ceremonies. We include it in our medicines that we still continue on to this day. And that's definitely, we make it, and we have to pound the corn too to make it into those substances. So we first pound the white corn and to make it into a grainy substance to then make sure, and then to make it into that cornbread or that corn mush. And so that's definitely, we harvest that, and I also like to go medicinal forage planting, what we call number 6, which is also our bergamot. And so I freeze dry it and dry that. Oh, yeah, welcome.
Thank you, contestant number 21 from Oneida Nation, Wisconsin, Kaylee Schuyler. All right. We have 4 more contestants for you this afternoon, and we thank you so much for being here, for the young ladies, being in the audience, supporting them. They appreciate you more than you know. Our next contestant is from Rock Point, Arizona, representing the Diné Nation. This is contestant number 22, Cassie John. Cassie, your question is, what is a food, beverage, or plant that is from your tribe or reservation, and why is it significant?
Hello, everyone. For my Diné people, one of my favorite traditional foods that we have that is very significant to who we are as Diné is nadan, corn. One of the ways that I really enjoy nadan prepared is blue corn mush. So this is consistent of dried blue corn grinded into a fine powder. What we use this for is to heal and nourish our bodies, but we mix it with juniper ash. So back when my community, when we created this dish, we did not know that this was a good source of calcium. And as a professional in public health, it is so important to have all of these nutrients in our body to make us strong, to make us powerful. So by combining blue corn and juniper ash, we created blue corn mush. And this is one thing that my people, that we use in our ceremonies and places of celebration to honor our relatives, to nourish our people, to make us proud of who we are. And every day, I am very honored to be able to share these teachings of blue corn mush. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, contestant number 22 from Rock Point, Arizona, Cassie John. And our next contestant comes to us from the Wind River Indian Reservation, Wyoming. She represents the Navajo and Northern Arapaho tribes. Contestant number 23, Zariah June Whiteplume. Okay, your question is, what type of culturally traditional home did your tribe build or live in, either presently or historically?
Yaat e shikero shidene Zariah June Whiteplume Yenishe. Dos neta ena nanana na naasena nahanata ye hisse nahatat dina. Hello everyone, my name is Zariah June Whiteplume. My Arapaho name is Nahanata ye hisse, which translates to Red Hawk Woman. The Hanana-A people, the Arapaho people, we've always lived in teepees. As one of the Plains tribes, our teepees were made out of buffalo hides. And through this, we would always carry these hides. And to make a teepee was about 11 to 15 to 17 hides in order to make our homes. And with that, on these teepees, we would also draw our significant designs, and these designs would represent different families and tell the stories of the families or the journeys that these families were on. Thank you for that question. Aho, ahyahet.
Thank you, contestant number 23 from the Wind River Indian Reservation, Wyoming, Zariah June White Plume. And our next contestant comes to us all the way from, now I can really say all the way from Minto, Alaska. How many of you from Alaska? Yay! Thank you for coming down. I bet you guys are hot. Okay, all the way from Minto, Alaska, representing the Lower Tanana of Athabascan and Navajo, this is Tia Titus. All right, Tia, your question is, who has been a significant influence in your tribe and why? That's either presently or historically.
The most significant person that I can say that I've known personally in my life was my great-grandpa Neil Charlie. He was our traditional chief of Minto, previously Old Minto before we moved to our Nulunu location. And Old Minto was based on the Tanana River, and it had flooding every year. But the village collectively came to a decision to relocate to a safer part of the river, and so we moved to what is now New Minto, or Minto. And so he was a part of that big decision that helped our village and led us to where we are now. And we're thriving as a community, and we want to build and have more of our relations come back home. So I would say he is one of the more significant people that I know in my life that is from my village, my great-grandpa Neil Charlie. Thank you very much, Anabasi.
Thank you very much, contestant number 24 from Minto, Alaska, Tia Titus. All right. Okay, we have our final contestant making her way over to me. She's from Tuhola, Washington, representing the Quinault and Aleut people. She's contestant number 25, Violet Kapoman. Violet, your question is, what is your tribe known for and why?
My tribe is known for many things. The Quinault people are known for our cedar hats. We are known because we are water people, canoe people. We have an abundance of land and forests. I'd say too, for the way that we sing and a lot of our language too is very melodic. It's very different and calm like the river. Especially for our julas, our blueback salmon, which only flows through the river of the Quinault River on the land of Quinault. So, that's what I would say. Sioko.
Thank you very much, contestant number 25 from Tuhola, Washington, Violet Kapoman. All right, while the judges are finaling up their ballots there, let's give a big round of applause for all the young ladies. Let them hear you. They did a wonderful job. Wonderful, wonderful job. So how many of you learned something today? I did too. I learned something today. So I'm always happy when I get to learn something, and I hope you are as well. I'm going to introduce you to our judges. We want to thank them for their time and their effort for being here for us and being a part of the Miss Indian World pageant. We'll give them a big round of applause. Now, y'all don't go away yet because we're going to have all the contestants up on stage along with Miss Indian World, and we're going to take a group photo. So stand by for that. You can take your photos as well. One of our judges we like to acknowledge at this time is Eugene Jean Braverock. He's a well-known Indigenous actor with hard-hitting roles in AMC's Dark Winds as Frank Nakai and the stranger in the Dirty Black Bag role, and his standout role as the chief in Wonder Woman alongside Gal Gadot, where he advocated to bring the first Blackfoot words spoken on the silver screen and to bring Blackfoot mythology to life with his character setting up the first Indigenous superhero. That's pretty cool. He's an advocate of cultural and ecological regeneration, working for many years on a project for Indigenous language revival. He's born and raised near the Rocky Mountains on the Guinai Blood Reserve, and he began his career as a stunt person in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show at Euro Disney in France, and worked on the Oscar-winning film The Revenant. He is a keynote speaker at prestigious institutions such as Princeton University for the Art of Social Justice, SLAP Foundation at University of Pennsylvania on representation, symbolization, and indigeneity, and at Stanford University on Indigenous Food Sovereignty, and the Science Summit at the United Nations on Digital Democracy for Climate Action. Let's give a big round of applause to Eugene Jean Braverock. All right, thank you. Our next contestant for judge, our next judge who has given us his time this afternoon is Max Early. He's from the Laguna Pueblo and obtained his Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing from the Institute of American Indian Arts and his BA in English from the University of New Mexico. His poems are published in Poetry Northwest, Poetry Magazine, Green Linden Press, and others. His clans are the Turkey People and Child of the Bear. Early is also an established Laguna potter. Let's give a big round of applause for Max Early. And I also went to school with him. Okay, our next judge is Nasheen Sleuth. Nasheen is an actor, counselor, and mother. She's from the Diné Nation. Her clans are Meadow People and Running into the Water. She graduated from the University of New Mexico with a Bachelor of Science in Education from the Grand Canyon University with a Master of Science in Counseling. She's known on TikTok as @ForwardLight for her humorous character Auntie Mayaja, and her acting credits include roles in Chasing the Light and Fry Bread Face and Me on Netflix. Beyond acting, she provides mental health counseling for youth, promotes health and wellness in Native communities, and cares for her rescue pets. Big round of applause for Nasheen Sleuth. And our next judge is Marisa Page. Marisa Page is an enrolled citizen of the Pawnee Nation of Oklahoma and descends from the Pawnee and Comanche tribes of Oklahoma. For more than 20 years, she's worked and advocated for Indigenous people throughout the world in various capacities. She's been a fundraiser working with major gifts development, planning giving, grant writing, and she managed pre-college education department and has guest lectured at various universities across the country and participated in community organizing. Big round of applause for Marisa Page. And our next judge, thank you very much this afternoon, all of you for being here, is Taylor Susan. She is a citizen of the White Mountain Apache tribe and Walker River Paiute tribe from White River, Arizona. Less than 2 weeks after winning the title of Miss Indian World in 2018, she did. She graduated from the University of Arizona, obtaining her degree in political science with an emphasis in law and public policy. Taylor is the first Miss Indian World to carry the crown to Paris, France, not only modeling inside the Eiffel Tower for the first International Indigenous Fashion Week, but she was invited as a special guest to the U.S. Embassy in Paris to connect on international levels of Indigenous communication and policies. For 16 years, Taylor has successfully worked with the American Indian Alaska Native youth and continues her efforts to advocate the importance of culture, education, and legal protection for our tribal youth, families, and communities with the political leaders, tribal citizens, and the Phoenix Indian Center. She appreciates everyone for being in attendance and wishes you a wonderful time here at the Gathering of Nations Powwow. Big round of applause for Taylor Susan. All right, let's give another big round of applause to all of our judges. We're so happy for their time. They took the time to be here with us. And it is a hard job, for sure. Let me tell you what, the Miss Indian World pageant has 25 judges in all. So 5 judges for each category. That's essay, personal interviews, public speaking, traditional talent, and dance. So 5, all together, 25 judges. And it's pretty awesome that they can all make the time to be a part of developing the young ladies and bringing them up to really be a part of society and lead us into the future. So thank you to all the young ladies. So I hear we're going to take a picture of, okay, hold on one second and I'll tell you what's going to happen. Okay, they're not going to do it on stage? Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so if we could, the royalty who's sitting in the bleachers right now, if y'all could clear out of the way, we're going to bring the Miss Indian World contestants to be in the middle. So everybody get up, and they're going to reseat you or replace you. So everybody off the bleachers. Sorry. So sorry. I know you know how it is. You go someplace like a baseball game or a football game and you get a comfortable spot and then somebody tells you you have to get up. That happens to me all the time. So I know how you feel. Sorry about that. We're going to have a really nice photo op for everybody. So don't go away. Keep it here and you have to check it out. Maybe you can get a picture yourself. Okay, so what they're going to do is they're going to have all of the Miss Indian World contestants along with Miss Indian World come on over to the bleachers. They're going to start to place you where you need to be on the bleachers so that they can take the photo. So Miss Indian World contestants, make your way over to the bleachers. And Tori McConnell, Miss Indian World, also make your way over to the bleachers. Okay, they're going to direct you how, pay attention everybody, because they're going to